Not so close, Patches. Wouldn't want you to come down with this scorch,
Clearly the worm cult is here, and having some trouble with the local wildlife. Let's ahead. See that post above the red flowers? It would be a good place to use a grapple bow. This looks like a promising spot. Be ready.
kindly. We must speak swiftly. I have little time. Gabrielle, help maintain our connection.
Speak with Vanus, friend. I'll maintain the connection as long as I can.
Good. I hoped you or Gabrielle had my stuff, but I couldn't tell if you got my previous messages. I haven't quite escaped yet, but we must be swift. The permanence of the wall fluctuates, and I may cut off at any moment. Where are you now? I'm in Solstice as well, on the other side of the writhing wall from you. The worm cult brought me here from Cold Harbor, and they brought Cold Harbor here as well. Wormblood is attempting a new plane meld, in reverse. Like Molag Ball's dark anchors, but in reverse. Instead of dragging our world into Cold Harbor, he's bringing Cold Harbor into Nuremberg. The eastern side of Solstice is already changing. You can't. Not while the wall still stands. I have some help in here, but my ally convinced me it's impossible for now. The writhing wall is an insuperable barrier. Thin spots such as Lizal notwithstanding. I need you to...
Father, I see what Vanus meant by permanence. The thickness of the wall fluctuates. We need to find another weak point. Look for grappling points to traverse these ruins. Vanus is right about Cold Harbor. I can see elements of that foul place all around us. Here, the wall is thin here.
I'm here. Quickly, there is more I must tell you. Curse the luck. I sense that the writhing wall fluctuates at random, but I assumed we'd have more time. Thin points appear and disappear without warning. How far has the Wormcult's reverse plane meld progressed on your side of the wall? Daedra. It's worrisome, but not unexpected. If you aren't surrounded by lakes of azure plasm or looking up at floating islets of rock, then things haven't gone too far yet. We still have a little time to stop the worm cult. I'm not sure yet, but an army of necromancers at Daedra is massing in Eastern Solstice. Clever of Wormblood, really. If he gathered his forces anywhere in Tamriel, we would have noticed. Unlikely. Wormblood controls a terrible source of power on my side. Something that consumes souls. The worm cult soul reapers feed this thing. In turn, it empowers the writhing.
Cut off again! We must find another place where we can speak with Vanus. I will not lose. Up the steps. Another weak point.
Hurry, friend. My captors have finally figured out I'm up to something in here. Listen closely. Wormblood seeks a relic called the Gift of Death. My source tells me it's hidden in a place called Voska's Shrine. He must not acquire it. It's part of a Tibahatse court, sacred to Sithis. My ally here tells me it's in the hills southwest of Sunport. The Solstice Argonians used to play a ritual game there. A bloody one. As for why Wormblood wants the worm cult brought Manamarco here, well, that explains much. Wormblood must believe this gift of death can resurrect his old master. It's up to you then. Stop.
I hope Vanis is alright. I don't like the way that last conversation ended. For that matter, I don't like what he told us. The worm cult gathering strength behind the writhing wall, and a new plane meld? That's terrible. I don't think so. Vanis mentioned a source of power. Still, we had to invade Cold Harbor to stop the plane meld before. Good people lost. Dead. I've missed Dear Darien ever since. Now Wormblood is bringing it back? And Manamarco too? You're right, of course. We don't know if Wormblood is close to his goal. So you'd better head to the Tibahatse Shrine. Find the Gift of Death before he gets there. Or at least delay him. I'll return to Sunport and warn the Fellowship. Good luck at Voska Shrine. I'll make sure Princess Az sends help just in case you run into Wormblood too. It hardly seems fair. Vengeance is a disappointing feast, friend. You can eat and never get your fill. No, I would rather work to see justice done. Vengeance unfulfilled has a way of consuming those who choose that path.
Not so close, Patches. Wouldn't want you to come down in this gorge, too.
Oppressive aura, my tusk. We'll show her an oppressive aura.
Five Claw, over here. Raz poked around several old Argonian ruins before returning to Sunport empty-handed. He never thought to visit an ancient ball court until Gabrielle showed up and sent him here. With great urgency, one might add. Imagine his surprise. If you consider High Necromancer Wormblood to be unusual, then yes. He arrived just before you, and he brought friends. They entered the old ball court just ahead. Raz wondered, but it would be so rude to show up without an invitation, Five Claw. Think of all the worm cultists we would have to apologize to, with our blades. What exactly is Wormblood looking for again? If Wormblood is here, Vanus must have a knowledgeable source indeed. This one heard Wormblood tell his minions to seek the ball court's ritual altar to the north. Time for Five Claw and the Queen's Eye to save the day, yes? Look at the seating tiers, the carvings. Raz had no idea Tibahadze was so important. Look, Fight Club. Warm blood.
More fellowship.
This is our chance.
fools. Faithful of the Black Worm, destroy these interlopers. Even failures can serve me in death.
Never know what else might be headed our way.
I have a better use for these wretched servants. Enough.
This one senses danger. Quick, Fight Club. Hide behind the pillar.
You are a more worthy opponent than I expected.
That's it. Want it?
I reclaim my power from these flimsy vessels. I will consume your soul.
Take cover, Fight Club. Another dead bird. You begin to bore us.
There, my horde and my followers would tear you limb from limb. You've come so far, only to fail. Pathetic. Fools! Death cannot stop me.
Take the relic, Fight Club, and let us be on our way. Raz does not like the feel of this place. Dark moves. He's coming back to life. It is foolish to fight a foe who cannot die. Destroy the columns. Bring down the shrine. Raz will pin Wormblood to the floor. Go, Fight Club! Get the gift of death back to Sunport. Raz will be fine. Your feet shake! You're spoiling!
Let nocturnal shadows surround and comfort
Gabrielle recounted what you... Excellent news, I think. Immediate resurrection? What kind of power is he able to call upon? Only legendary... You did well to keep the gift of death from Wormblood. Better yet, you found a way to speak with Vaunus Galarian. Knowledge is a mighty weapon in this war of secrets. Now we know what awaits us behind the writhing wall. I thank you, comrade.
It takes more than a falling building to send this one to the sands behind the stars.
The Fellowship faces difficult decisions. Let us talk, comrade.
Ah, there you are! Prince Azar and the others are gathering at Vinutimo Palace. You are needed.
Captain Curran told me of how you helped him in Coghlan Village. Well done.
Defeating Wormblood may...
Damn Necro.
While you were searching Vosga Shrine, got that Wormblood... We have the relic Wormblood seeks. What do we do with it?
He has Manamarco's body. We cannot allow Wormblood to bring him back.
Smash the damn thing. We got no use for it.
We have something else, too. Raz snatched this key from Wormblood during our struggle.
A key. Let me see that. Aha! Why am I not surprised Raz went through Wormblood's pockets? I recognize the crest on this key. I noticed it on a crypt by a ruined estate. Coralania Manor, if I'm not mistaken. I passed by the place when I first arrived on Solstice. Not at the time. It's a rather impressive mausoleum of ancient High Elf architecture, centuries old. I imagine some of Regent Corinway's ancestors are laid to rest there. I think you'd better look into it. I hope it doesn't come to that. Here, take the key and scout out Coralania Crypt. It might be Wormblood's lair, or it might not, but I still want to know what he was doing there. I'll see what I can learn about the Gift of Death. Coralania Crypt lies south of Sunport. Take someone along to help you. Scordo should do. And be careful, friend. The ancient Coralanias were necromancers too. The worm cult might not be the only danger in that tomb. Necromancers are always interested in the dead, friend. But Wormblood's orders to Farinor mentioned that he was looking for the Gift of Death's location. My guess is that he went to Coralania Crypt in search of information. Possibly, but the place could still be dangerous. You might run into spirits disturbed by worm cult activity. Some necromancers take care not to anger the dead with their rituals. Not the worm cult.
I'll meet you at the crypt, pal. We'll find whatever it is we're supposed to find there. Hey, pal. I haven't gone in yet, but it looks like someone's been here.
Be gone! I have nothing more to say to you, necromancer.
Disable that barrier, we might learn something. fooling around.
I am here, curse you! What else do you... Wait... You are not Wormblood. Who are you?
That this old spirit can tell us what Wormblood wanted with him.
Is this some new ruse? A trick to win my confidence after Wormblood drew my soul from the afterlife and compelled me to speak? I will tell you no more than I told your master. Unless... wait... You are no follower of the Black Worm. Yes, he bound me with this crystal and tormented me, questioning me about the location of a relic from ancient times, glorious times, the gift of death, stolen long ago, yet I found it. Alas, Wormblood wrested the secret from me. The gift of death can recall to life any departed soul, at the cost of a willing sacrifice. A life for a life. Whom Wormblood would bring back or sacrifice, I do not know. But the gift is also the key to great power. There is a secret place in Eastern Solstice. Wormblood found it and draws upon its power. That is why... You make a good point. Very well. It is called Mor Naril, an ancient temple Molag Bal's servants built to harvest souls departing the mortal plane. The forces of light defeated Mor Naril and silenced its heart, but the gift could wake it. Is this some... Wormblood does not have it? There is a secret place in Eastern... You make a good point. Very well. Is this... Yes. He bound me with this crystal and tormented. Wormblood does not have... Is this some... Yes. He bound me with this crystal. The gift of... There is a secret place. Wormblood left a... The gift is... Someone will... When my people turn... My time was long ago. I was cousin to both the last Kinlord of House Coralania and the upstart who deposed him. Kinlord Istamil revived the ways of our ancestors in Hammerfell to maintain power, but Vin-Utilmo feared our own heritage. Our people had all but forgotten our gift for necromancy. Istamil reforged the ancient pacts with our Daedric patrons and revived the practice. Yet some of our own kin resisted the Kinlord's commands. All Solstice was divided. I served as advisor to the Kinlord, but Vin-Utilmo was victorious. After Istamil's fall, our people turned from the old ways. I was forced into hiding, and spent the rest of my days seeking a way to reverse our loss, such as the gift of death. The gift is ancient beyond reckoning. When my ancestors ruled in Hammerfell, their explorers found it hidden in Solstice's Daedric ruins. It became an heirloom of House Coralania, a mighty relic that could bestow a life for a life. Someone willing. My ancestors found that threats or compulsion did not work. Yet there was a cost. The soul sacrificed with the gift was simply gone. Trapped in the relic, banished to some gray void, or destroyed entirely. No one could... When my people turned on their Kinlord, they hid the gift. They could not trust themselves to leave it buried, so they asked the Argonian death dancers to hide it. I only learned where after decades of searching. I died. My time was long ago. Peace once again.
Gabrielle's going to want to see that crystal. She's probably holed up in the Regent's study with the gift of death.
you are. I examined the Gift of Death, and I must say I've never seen anything quite like it. It's Daedric in origin, that much is clear. Now what exactly did you learn in the crypt? I suspected something like that. No Daedric gift comes without a price. Given the Worm Cult's efforts to bring Manimarco's remains here to Solstice, I think we know whom they intend to bring back. What else did you learn? That explains much. Why the Worm Cult came to Solstice, where the Reapers send stolen souls, how they raised the Writhing Wall, sever that connection, and we can defeat Wormblood. The blessed bell we found at Meridia's temple could do it. By sending him to the Colored Runes, Wormblood would be vulnerable in Meridia's realm. Prince Azaz suggested using the Gift of Death as bait. Now I know where we need Wormblood to be. The old temple courtyard. But how do we reach him? Perfect. I can reverse the connection to summon his projection. Place the crystal over there. We need a plausible bargain. Offer Wormblood the Gift of Death for Vana Scalarian. Insist on meeting in the temple courtyard for the exchange.
I hoped the gift might serve as bait. I just wasn't sure what kind of trap we needed. Go on, comrade.
Place your crystal there, and let's see if we can reach Wormblood.
You again? This is an unwelcome surprise.
Dug your way out? Pity. This one hoped you were still squashed under a building.
Charming. What can I do for the so-called Stirk Fellowship? I left that projection crystal in a Coralania crypt. A mistake, perhaps. No doubt Arveril told you about our conversations. And the Gift of Death. So why have you summoned me? I see little point in bargaining. You know my power. It is only a matter of time before I take the Gift of Death. But I'll play along. What do you expect me to offer in trade? Interesting. I am not so impressed by the Archmage as you appear to be. Very well. You have some deception in mind. Whatever it is, it will not avail you. Bring the gift to the old temple then. If you deal falsely with me, my forces will slaughter everyone within Sunport's walls. Do you understand? It is arranged. Do not keep me waiting.
We won't. That was rather exhausting. Anyway, nicely done. I wasn't sure Wormblood would agree to meet on our terms, but you convinced him. You should head to Broken Light Courtyard. I'll finalize. We'll gather all the forces.
last, someone arrives. On behalf of the Nord Cultural Exchange, I request assistance.
Aid me, Lady Meridia. Help me find what I seek.
We're almost ready, friend. Prince Azal will tell you how you can help.
Stop fussing over the bells, Gordo. It is fine.
Any sign of Wormblood yet? No? I suspect he is not far off. Let us hope he does not detect Gabrielle's preparations. Which reminds me, you're the linchpin of our plan. We restored the temple bell and put it in place above the gate. Strike it at the right moment, and it will create a powerful pulse of Meridia's light. Gabrielle will use that to trap Wormblood. Strike the bell when Gabrielle begins to cast. That will send the courtyard and everyone in it to the colored rooms. We must protect. There is a mallet on the landing above. Choose a champion to stand with you and take it when you get into position. If Wormblood surprises us with some unexpected trick, you may need a stout comrade at your side. Gabrielle believes only as bait, comrade. I would have preferred...
Can't believe I'm doing this again. What am I thinking? Strolling into some Daedric realm to chase damned necromancers. Not a bad idea. You know what I can do, and I've been through this sort of thing before. The most important thing is to know you've got someone to guard your back. Stick together. That's how we get through this. Oh yeah, I'm a real sentimental guy. You have to... Great! I'm right behind you, pal.
I'm ready. Get into position, friend. Wormblood should arrive at any moment.
I am here, and I brought Galarian.
It appears you brought some friends, too.
I will honor our agreement if you hand over the gift of death.
I'll get it for you. Right now!
Colored rooms! It worked!
Over here, Silent. We made it through.
There are scattered worm cultists in all directions. Be careful.
Find one, Blood. He's in here somewhere.
What secret is this? Order of the Black Worm to arms!
Listen! Wormblood is here!
The gift itself! Summon the sarcophagus!
Plan worked! Now we just need to find Wormblood. Flash astronaut? Fair enough, to be sure.
This day, Manamako, the Worm King returns.
Anyone here? Gabrielle? I need help. Gabrielle? Where are you?
Vanis, we're here. You're safe now.
So easily fooled. A poisoned blade for you, dear Gabrielle. I'll take the gift of death now.
No, traitor. You won't! Asa.
Gabrielle! No!
Friend, I'm dying. I need you to do as I ask. Use the gift of death on me. We need to make sure Wormblood can't use it. And I know who to bring back.
Gabrielle,
This
no!
isn't the
There must be
time.
another way.
We know the gift of death requires a willing sacrifice.
What have those fools done to the gift? Continue the ritual.
Very. They need you.
Gabrielle? Wait, Gabrielle? Gabrielle sacrificed herself for me? Wait, this relic. It's a light of Meridia.
No! The gift is mine! Rise, Lord Monomako! Rise!
That's why Gabrielle called me back. All right, grab the light. Meridia, lend me your strength. You owe me. The ritual has reached a crucial stage. Make
am not interrupted. Wait! I am not the vessel! No! Your body is mine now, Wormblood. My Marco lives. Come on, let's stop this bastard. Again. Paranor, protect me while I restore my power. These Reapers should serve.
You fool! The King of Worms is back! You've already lost!
The light of Meridia. Trust me. Use it on What have you done?
Meridia's champion has put an end to this madness.
But you deny my Marco at your own peril. When next we meet, you will pay for every insult, past and present.
Good riddance. I had a feeling those necromantic devices couldn't stand up to a light of Meridia. What did Mannimarco call them? Soul Reapers? Anyway, I don't understand. I was Meridia's weapon. Spent my life fighting Molag Bal and the Worm Cult. I'd gladly do it again. But I never would have wanted Gabriel to give... Gift of death? Gabriel. That's why he took off. Without his own body, Mannimarco will need time to restore himself to his full power. But if he has more of those Soul Reapers, he won't have any shortage of power to pull from. At least we have a restored light of Meridia. I just knew. Here, I'll carry the light. Meridia and her gifts can be dangerous. Mannimarco's spirit possessed that cultist, so I know we've got problems. If Gabriel wanted me to help, I'm in.
Vanis Galerian's staff is safe with me. I did not think we should leave it behind. I will open a portal back to Sunport.
Thank you for the light, Sir Darian. Gabrielle left notes that may prove useful. Murmur is working on them now.
Brave Gabrielle. May her toes be forever warmed by the golden sands.
Over here, comrade. We have much to discuss. Even though Mannimarco has returned and escaped in the body of Wormblood, I consider this a victory. Gabrielle's sacrifice denied him the gift of death, and gave us a weapon against the writhing wall. And we should remember that help is on the way. We were but a vanguard. Our soldiers held the line and prepared the way for a mightier army to come. The forces of the Three Alliances. As soon as the ships carrying them sail from Tamriel. Yet numbers are but one step to our victory. Gabrielle's sacrifice brought us a powerful ally in Darien Gautier and the Light of Meridia. A mighty... You saw what the light did to the cult's soul reapers. It freed the stolen soul energy in the blink of an eye and shattered the devices. Mannimarco was forced to retreat. We must try. Vaunus Galarian, the Worm Cult's new plane meld, Mannimarco himself, they are on the other side of the wall. You and Gabrielle gave us a way to breach it. No single act of justice can completely address the vile deeds of the Worm Cult. Yet at least some have faced judgment. We make preparations to welcome the Alliance ships when they arrive, to ready camps for an assault on the writhing wall, and to gather the supplies we need to engage the Worm. How else would their troops get here? We can't risk another portal mishap, and ships are more practical for transporting armies across the sea. Once we're ready, I intend to break through the wall and mount an all-out assault.
Solstice thanks you all. You have sacrificed much on our behalf. I shall miss Gabrielle.
Gabrielle chose a good death. Her sacrifice will never be forgotten.
Grief is often the price of valor. All we can do is honor the choices of those who fell. Gabrielle would not want us to mourn over long, nor would Merrick at Azwala. They would want us to carry on with the fight. And we will not fight alone for much longer. Look to the sea, my friends. The Three Alliances will soon join our cause.